Hi, my name is Callum Johns. I am the Training and Events Coordinator from Small Charities Coalition. Today I am joined by Natu from Ethical Angel as we do our second webinar, which is how to create engaging opportunities for employee volunteers. In the interest of clarity, we're going to be following a similar style to our last one in an interview format, where we'll be talking about the kind of projects you can create and then how to post these opportunities using the Ethical Angel platform. Now I'm going to pass you over to our guest Natu, who will introduce himself.
Hi, my name is Natu. I'm the Cause Experience Lead at Ethical Angel. That just means that I help to onboard new charities and ensure that they get the best possible experience using Ethical Angel. My details can be found on the slide. So if you have any queries or want any help to get set up or more information, please feel free to contact me.
I think that follows quite nicely. So before we get on the topic, do not worry about your questions. We will answer them at the end. And if you do have any questions in the comment box, please just type away. So in today's webinar, we're going to understand how to break down larger projects into engaging challenges and opportunities, understand what makes a good employee volunteering opportunity, how to post your opportunities on the Ethical Angel platform, how to communicate with employee volunteers via Ethical Angel, and finally, how to log completed volunteer activity and write testimonials. Hopefully, by the end of this session, you will feel that all these objectives have been satisfied and you will feel prepared to sign up and post your own volunteer opportunities via Ethical Angel. However, just before we get started, it would be a good idea to recap the last session for those of you that didn't attend. So Natu, would you be able to briefly explain what Ethical Angel is and who are employee volunteers for those of you who haven't seen the previous webinar?
Absolutely. For those of you who don't know, or just need a reminder, Ethical Angel is an award-winning volunteering platform. We partner with businesses who are looking to engage their employees through volunteering. Ethical Angel uses technology to match employees with opportunities based on their individual skills and interests. Employee volunteers are skilled in nature, and we encourage them to give their skills to causes they are passionate about through Ethical Angel. The volunteers are sourced from a variety of businesses with different skill sets and interests. The idea is to create a sustainable model for charities to access resources free of charge as and when they need it. To outline the key differences relative to standard or more traditional volunteering, I think it's fair to say there aren't really any guidelines on what constitutes more traditional volunteering, but the image you might immediately picture would be that of someone painting some fences or doing some gardening. Not that there's anything wrong with doing either, but we believe volunteering can be more tailored to the needs of individual charities, more meaningful, and most importantly, more impactful. In the previous webinar, we spoke more in depth about employee volunteering and the partnership between the Small Charities Coalition and Ethical Angel. If you would like to learn a bit more about us, feel free to watch that one.
Thank you, Natu. So, in this section of the webinar, we will be sharing a tool which will help you break down your challenges and talking about how to keep your messages short and sweet to engage more volunteers. So, Natu, what's the first step?
So first of all, as you can see, you as a charity are encouraged to break down your challenge and post an opportunity for an employee volunteer to complete. That means working to establish smaller tasks which can be completed by a volunteer. It allows you to work towards completing your project and delivering impact. Once you have identified your need, you can be matched with a suitable volunteer. Volunteers are subject to policies which allow a certain amount of time to commit to volunteering during working hours, as well as in their leisure time. Opportunities should reflect an understanding of this and focus on maximising impact through establishing a clear goal which you can work towards with a volunteer within these parameters.
Okay, that's great. So, what does an engaging volunteer opportunity look like?
So this is an example. This opportunity clearly outlines a goal of improving the search engine optimization of the charity. In the description, the particular tasks the volunteer would be required to complete are outlined. The charity has also outlined what the volunteer can expect from their experience with them. This charity, for instance, is running a market and needs volunteers to support them to deliver this event. It's an opportunity which can be completed by a team of volunteers to facilitate larger groups of employees who want to volunteer together.
Those two are useful examples, Natu. I can imagine plenty of small charities could benefit from that kind of skilled support. I imagine there's a wide range of opportunities on the platform. Is there any other examples you can give?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a range of different activities volunteers can get involved with, and it is not limited to typical skilled volunteering. We recognise that it is down to the charity ultimately to decide what would be most valuable to them. So we encourage charities to post the opportunities that they would benefit from the most, to ensure that we get the best match for them. Ultimately though, the point I'm trying to illustrate is that it is down to the charity's needs with very few limitations, so long as it is able to be completed by the volunteer.
So I noticed you referred to matching. Are you able to explain this further? Because we feel that small charities would benefit from a more tailored support. So how would you go about facilitating this?
Yes, of course. Ethical Angel is underpinned by matching software, and this allows volunteers to input their skills and SDG related interests onto their profile. Charities can post their volunteering needs on the platform. For instance, if a charity that's against poverty needs support to improve their website design, they can be matched with a volunteer who has skills in website design and an interest in taking action against poverty. Our ultimate goal was to make it as easy as possible for charities to find the exact volunteers they need. And we also want volunteers to have the best experience with you, so we understand the need for more tailored support.
And I think we can both agree here, Natu, that it's important that the charities find the support to feel empowered. Now, considering the climate in which small charities are affected by limited access to funds, it's crucial that charities can access the support they need so that they can continue to serve their beneficiaries. How do you ensure that this support can be extended to all charities that use Ethical Angel? In particular, we work with a number of charities, and some might not necessarily be based near a business that you are working with. Will they be able to have the same support?
Yes, over 60% of opportunities on the platform can be completed remotely. They can be as simple as a call with an expert to give some thoughts on an area of expertise that a charity could benefit from, or to complete some work remotely. It's really about accommodating all different kinds of work, ultimately so that charities can benefit.
Thank you, Natu. And now I hope these examples have helped you, the viewers, to get a better understanding of what kind of opportunities you can post and the support that you can expect to get. I certainly think plenty of you could benefit from this, and we encourage you guys to get in contact with Natu or Ethical Angel directly, because they will help you where needed.
And that is exactly why we partnered with the Small Charities Coalition, with a view to supporting your charities, as we both identified the need for our service in this space.
Now, Natu, just in the interest of clarity here, we've talked about what they are able to do. I need to ask, is there anything that they can't post on your platform in particular?
So there are only a couple of loose restrictions in line with the terms and conditions, the contractual stuff which I ought to mention. This refers to acts of solicitation, which means that charities can't entice or attempt to employ any person who is engaged as a volunteer. The only limitation to what a charity can actually ask for on the platform would be that volunteers are not able to give regulated advice, and this pertains to legal or financial advice. This is simply to protect the businesses in any engagement between a charity and a volunteer. Besides that, though, volunteers and charities are free to work together on projects with no limitations to deliver impact.
And if you do have advice on legal or financial, contact us directly at Small Charities Coalition, because we can actually put you in touch with people who can give you that advice. Now, Natu, I think that's fair to say that we have covered the do's and don'ts of posting opportunities, and hopefully you guys should all feel satisfied and be able to break down your challenges. and then be able to post them on the Ethical Angel platform. Now, Natu, do you think you could actually show us how this process works?
Of course. Before we get into that, however, you will have to register at www.ethicalangel.com. That is www.ethicalangel.com if you wish to post your opportunities. Please make sure to register yourself as a cause if you wish to access our network of volunteers. Once you have done so and set up your profile, you will be ready to post your opportunities. What you will see now is the form to submit an opportunity. Once you have completed all the relevant fields, you can click Save in the top right corner of the form and your opportunity will be live on the platform. To post an opportunity, click Opportunities on the left-hand side and click Add, and then this form will appear. Firstly, you must tick the active box on top of the form. This means that your opportunity is one that you are actively recruiting volunteers for, and therefore, volunteers with the relevant skills and interests can be matched accordingly. The banner refers to the header photo of your opportunity when it is displayed to volunteers. You can choose to upload a photo here. It could be a photo representing the work you do or an image from your website. It's down to you. Title simply refers to the name of your opportunity. It's the first thing the volunteer will see when they search for your opportunities. So be clear and be creative with your request for help, as our volunteers are looking to get involved with engaging projects and make a positive impact. Here you can choose which category your request for support fits into. There's a wide range of options with a long list of categories to help match you with the right volunteer. Here you can select which sustainable development goal your charity would be categorised under. This again helps our technology to match you with the right volunteer. Here you can select the start and end date of your opportunity. If it's flexible, feel free to leave these blank. The date format is as follows on the screen. Here you can tick remote if your opportunity can be completed without meeting the volunteer. Location, postcode and country explain themselves. Simply fill in with the address of your charity. The description is where you can explain in depth what you would expect from the volunteer. Here you can break down the task at hand and set clear goals for the volunteer to achieve and get them excited about contributing to a great cause. Remember to be as clear as possible to attract more volunteers. Here is a list of over 100 skills you can choose from so that your opportunity gets displayed to the right people with the right skills. If you don't see any that apply, just let me know. Here is the final part of the form, where you will have to fill out what skills the angel will gain from their experience working with you. Volunteering offers a great opportunity for learning, even when giving skills, so this is the chance to let your applicants know what they could learn whilst volunteering with you. The notice period refers to how soon before an opportunity the volunteer can remove themselves without approval, but this is only relevant to fixed date opportunities. Number of angels refers to how many volunteers you need to complete your opportunity. And the usual time needed refers to how long you expect the opportunity to take. Once you have filled the relevant fields, you can scroll right back to the top and click Save. Your opportunity will then be posted onto the platform for volunteers to see when they search.
Thanks for going through the form, Natu. It seems quite simple to fill out, and I will just remind you, members, that it is free for you to register up to their services. Now, once they've filled out this form, how will a charity know if they've received an application from one of your volunteers?
So, if they receive an application, they will receive an email alerting them to this. They can then log on, view the applicant's profile, which will look similar to a CV, and choose to approve or reject them accordingly. If approved, you can then click Message to initiate a conversation with the volunteer and iron out the fine details of the volunteering activity.
Fantastic. Is there anything else we will need to know with completing this?
So once the volunteer has completed some work with the charity, They will then have to log the opportunity as completed and write a short testimonial just to sum up their experience with the volunteer. This will help the employer of the volunteer know what they're getting up to and will complete the process for all parties. If you have any questions at all about the form and the process, please feel free to contact me.
Thank you, Natu, for covering all of that for us. Now, I hope you have all found this useful, and we're about to go into a live Q&A where we can answer your questions that you've typed during the comment box during this presentation, and if you have any now. For those of you who will be watching this later, do not worry. Any of your questions, if you email directly to Natu, and his email is again on the slides, feel free to contact him and he will answer your queries. Now, Natu, just one last question for you. Could you sum up from your own experiences what makes an engaging opportunity?
Yeah, so in very few words, I think what makes an opportunity engaging is to be as clear and concise as possible in your description and title, because those are the first things a volunteer will see. And secondly, I think it's really important to remind volunteers just how valuable their work is and how much of a difference it will make. And those two things together, for me, is what makes a really engaging opportunity.
So I hope you have got some ideas of what opportunities you can already think of posting or what you could be looking into with using the tool. And if you have any questions with your ideas or you want to run it through before posting on the platform, you can contact me at either Small Charities Coalition or our helpline, or you can even go to Natu from Ethical Angel. We're all here to help you guys. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, guys.